Imagine never paying for a bus ticket again, not tomorrow, not next week, not ever. Because right now, thousands of people across the UK are quietly riding for free without even realizing they qualify. And here's the shocking part, you might be one of them. There are 7 hidden conditions that automatically make you eligible for a free bus pass, no complicated paperwork, no long waiting times, and no need to be over retirement age. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll reveal exactly what those 7 conditions are and how one simple application could save you hundreds of pounds a year, starting this month. There isn't just one free bus pass scheme, there are actually 2 major types across the UK. The first is the older person's bus pass, available once you hit the qualifying age for your local area. And the second is the disabled person's bus pass, which is available at any age as long as you meet specific conditions set by the Department for Work and Pensions, or the DWP. The beauty is if you meet any one of these 7 conditions, you're automatically eligible for the disabled person's pass. And that means free off-peak bus travel anywhere in England, plus extra perks if you're in Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. So let's break down each of the 7 conditions, one by one. Condition number 1, you're blind or partially sighted. If you're registered as blind or severely sight impaired, you automatically qualify. That includes people whose vision can't be fully corrected with glasses or contact lenses, and those with serious visual impairments that affect everyday life. You don't need to prove it with a long medical report. A registration card or letter from your local council's sensory team is usually enough. And here's a bonus. In many regions, if you qualify under this condition, you might also get a companion pass, meaning a carrier or friend can travel with you for free too. Condition number 2, you're profoundly or severely deaf. If your hearing loss is 70 decibels or more in both ears, or you're registered as profoundly deaf, you're in. It's that simple. The goal of this condition is to support independence and accessibility for those who face communication barriers when traveling, so even if you don't receive other disability benefits, you can still get this pass. Evidence can include a letter from your audiologist, a medical report, or your registration with the local authority as deaf or hearing impaired. Condition number 3, you can't speak. Now, this one's often overlooked, but it's equally important. If you have a speech impairment that makes verbal communication impossible or extremely limited, you automatically qualify for the disabled person's bus pass. It doesn't matter if it's due to a medical condition, surgery, or a lifelong disability, as long as your ability to speak is seriously affected. The pass is yours. Again, proof can come from a medical certificate, speech therapist, or DWP disability record. Condition number 4, you can't drive for medical reasons. This is one of the biggest and most misunderstood categories. If you've been refused a driving license or had one revoked on medical grounds, you could qualify for free bus travel. That includes conditions like epilepsy, severe heart disease, serious vision problems, or certain neurological disorders. But, and this is important, the disqualification has to be for medical reasons, not for something like a driving offence or unpaid fines. The idea here is simple. If the DVLA says you can't safely drive because of a health condition, the government wants to make sure you can still travel freely and independently. If that's you, your doctor's note or DVLA letter can unlock your free bus pass. Condition number 5, you have a learning disability. If you have a learning disability that started before adulthood, affects your ability to understand new or complex information, and makes independent living difficult, you're eligible. This includes conditions such as Down syndrome, autism with learning impairment, or global developmental delay. And don't worry, you don't have to be receiving disability benefits to qualify. A letter from your GP social worker or a DWP award notice is often all that's needed to confirm your eligibility. This condition is one of the most life-changing because it helps individuals gain confidence, independence, and access to their community, all without worrying about the cost of travel. Condition number 6. You have a long-term walking disability or can't use both arms. If walking short distances leaves you breathless, in pain, or unable to move without support, you likely qualify under this rule. This includes people who can't walk more than about 50 meters without stopping, rely on mobility aids, or have conditions like severe arthritis, muscular dystrophy, or leg amputation. And it's not just walking people who can't use both arms also qualify automatically, because boarding and holding on during bus journeys can be difficult or unsafe. If you already hold a blue badge, that's usually accepted as automatic proof. In many cases, your local council will cross-check your blue badge status and approve your bus pass immediately. Condition number 7. You have a long-term condition affecting mobility or coordination. This final one covers a wide range of neurological and muscular conditions. For example, if you live with multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, cerebral palsy, or severe epilepsy, you could be automatically eligible. Essentially, if your condition makes it difficult to plan or complete a journey without help, or if traveling alone would pose safety risks, the pass is meant to remove that barrier. And again, you don't always need to be receiving disability benefits, your medical documentation, or existing DWP. Evidence is enough. Now that you know the 7 automatic qualifying conditions, let's quickly cover how to apply, because this is where many people get stuck. You apply through your local council, not the DWP. Each council has its own form and process, but the good news is that it's usually simple and can be done online. All you'll need is proof of identity, proof of address, a recent photo, and evidence of one of the 7 qualifying conditions. Once approved, your bus pass usually arrives by post within 2 to 3 weeks. It's valid for several years, and you can renew it for free. But wait, there's more good news. In many areas, your disabled person's bus pass doesn't just cover local routes. It can also give you free off-peak bus travel across England, free train or tram journeys in some regions, discounts on ferries or community transport services, free companion travel, depending on your council. And if you live in Scotland or Wales, the benefits are even better. You can use your pass at any time of day, not just off-peak, and on more types of transport. So even if you don't think you travel much now, it's worth applying. Because once you have the pass, you'll find yourself saying yes to more opportunities, visiting friends, attending appointments, exploring new places without worrying about ticket prices. Now, here's something that often surprises people. Even if you don't currently qualify, you might soon, especially if your health changes, or if you reach the qualifying age for the older person's pass. In England, you become eligible for the older person's pass once you reach the state pension age, currently 66, but it depends on your date of birth. And once you have it, travel during off-peak hours becomes completely free. That means no more paying for daily bus rides, saving potentially £500 to £1,000 a year. If you live in London, it's even better. The Freedom Pass allows you to travel free on buses, trains, trams, and the tube. In Scotland, the National Entitlement Card works the same way: free nationwide travel anytime.